Hi, I'm Lakey Evans. Having a flexible body doesn't mean that you have to roll yourself into a ball or bring your legs into a split. Good flexibility means having muscles that are not tight and joints that are not stiff. This program is divided into 3 segments. The first segment features simple movements that get the entire body warmed up and moving towards flexibility. The second segment concentrates on the muscles and joints of the upper body. The third segment concentrates on the lower body. The greatest thing about stretching exercises is that you can do them at any time of the day or put them with any workout. Let's begin. Let's start in a parallel second position. Our legs are hip width apart, feet and toes are pointing forward. As we go through these exercises, I may ask you to bend or soften your knees, and you always want to be aware that your knees are going in the same direction as your toes. Let's take a nice long inhale. Abdominals are lifting, we're reaching up to the ceiling, and press it down. Head and neck are long on the spine. And again, inhale up. And reach and pressing all the way down. And we're going to start with lengthening the neck and the shoulders, looking towards the side. Here we go. Looking aside. Now, center and the other side. And center. Again, side and center. Feeling the spine very long. Now we're going to tilt the ear towards the shoulder. And center the head. And shoulder. And center and shoulder. And center. Last time. Tilting. We'll do the entire series from the beginning. Looking to the side and center. Side and center. Side, center, side. Tilting the ear towards the shoulder and up. Keeping the shoulders very still. Up and tilt. Up, tilt. Adding on, we're taking the ear towards the shoulder, dropping the chin towards the chest and rolling the head up from the back of the neck all the way to the top of the head. Other side, tilting, letting the chin drop and up from the back of the head to the top, feeling very long. Once again, tilting it, letting the neck just roll forward gently and inhaling up, and last time, letting the chin drop and rolling up. Let's take a nice inhale. Lengthen those arms out and up, reaching towards the ceiling. Being careful not to let your rib cage open up. We're still very long in the abdominals. We're going to interlace the fingers, flip the palms up towards the ceiling, and reach, letting your shoulders come up, feeling a stretch in that waist. Good. Exhale, let your shoulders drop back down, and just gently place your hands behind your head. You don't want to pull on your neck. You're going to drop your chin towards your chest once again. Let the elbows fall in and bend forward from your waist, keeping your pelvis upright. And now take a soft knee bend, just like we were talking about earlier, making sure those knees are going towards the toes. Inhale. And exhale, let the hands drop towards the sides. And now we're going to roll up, uncurl from the base of the spine, the lower back, one vertebrae at a time, as if you were coming up a wall. And the top of your head is the last thing that comes up. Great, let's do that again. Reaching out, inhaling all the way up. Interlace those fingers and stretch the palms up towards the sky. And dropping those shoulders, looking forward at me. Place those hands behind the neck and chin drops, elbows drop, and we curve on down, bending from the waist, softening the knees, and relax, feeling gravity just take over. Nice stretch in the lower back. We inhale, we exhale, and just let those hands drop towards the side, and we uncurl again, one vertebrae at a time from the base of the spine, feeling taller and longer, air in those in the back. One last time, here we go, reaching out and up, interlace the fingers, reaching up with the palms, dropping the shoulders, looking front, placing the hands, chin to chest, elbows drop, we curve, nice curve in the back, feeling the pelvis is still upright. Inhale, exhale, drop the hands and roll all the way up. Here we go. Reaching the arms out to the side, flexing the palms so the fingertips are trying to come back to you. And you may want to bring your arms a little bit forward because we don't want to bring them back and open up the rib cage. The abdominals are lifting back towards the spine and up. We're bringing the shoulders up in isolation. We bring them up and let them relax down. And again, up, keeping the arms very still and relax down. Last time, up and relax down. Now taking the shoulders front, keeping the arms still, and center. And front and center. Good. And front and center. Bending at the elbows, placing the hands behind the head once again. Now we're going to work the back of our shoulders and our shoulder blades, keeping the elbows very still and open. We reach the shoulder blades back towards each other and release them. Again, not opening the rib cage. Bring them together and down on the back. It's a very small movement. And release last time. Opening them, bringing them together, and release. We're going to do this once more. Bring those shoulder blades together and down. Now take a small opening in the elbows towards the back. There you go. Feel an expansion in your chest right here. Now release that. Exhaling once more. Bring the shoulder blades together. Now, small opening with the elbows reaching towards the back, ever so slightly, and release. And just bring the arms down to the sides. Wonderful. Okay, now we're going to take a softening in the knee, slight bend. Check yourself out. Make sure that your knees are going towards your toes. With the torso, we're bending to the right. Yes, my pelvis is remaining upright and center. I'm not shifting off to one side. Reach the arm up towards the ceiling, palm away from you. Now with the rib cage, stretch all the way up in a yawn feeling. Drop the shoulder and drop the arm. Again, softening the knees. Reaching over. Arm comes up and we reach up with the rib cage. And yes, dropping the shoulder and arm comes down. Once more, each side. Torso over. Arm up, really reach as far as you can, letting the rib cage really lift you up, and then you center yourself, dropping the shoulder and arm coming down. Last time. Bend in the knees, reaching up, palm away. Rib cage brings you all the way up, and releasing the shoulder and drop the arm. We're going to add on similar movement in the legs and the pelvis. We're going to bring our torso over. We're going to reach out and curve our arm around. Now it's going to come right towards our ear. We're going to take this entire shape, curving forward. Nice round back. Wonderful. And release this. The pelvis is upright and we uncurl. Roll all the way up. Top of the head is very long. Lifting. Other side. Torso comes over. We reach out, drawing a nice big circle in the air. Bicep towards the ear. Take this entire shape forward, rounding. Nice long feeling in the lower back, and we uncurl. Once more, just a little bit faster. Here we go. Bending, curving over with the torso, reaching out and up, curving forward, and rolling up, and bending to the side, reaching out and over, curving forward, and rolling up. We're adding on. We're going to do an entire circle. Torso over. Reaching out and over. Curving. Now we're going to reach out to that left side. Shoulders both coming forward and bursting up. Reverse. Reach. out and over, torso, side, curving front. Reach to the other side, nice reach, long back, and inhale and come up. Once more. Draw big circles in the air. Really feel the sides of your body stretching out there. Really reaching right here and up. Last time. You should feel really good to your back. And curve, reaching to the side and coming up, and just let that arm come on down to the side. Beautiful. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to be rolling down. So again, in the same stance, I'm just turning sides so you can really get a good view of what's going on. The chin is going to drop towards the chest. The shoulders are going to curve in. The knees are going to soften. And we're going to curve all the way down. Now you can watch Lisa and David for the modified version if you feel like you don't want to necessarily go fingertips to the ground. From here, we're going to feel our sit bones reaching on a diagonal and then up towards the ceiling. Nice stretch in the hamstrings, still with the soft knees. Now, uncurl your body just as we did before. Have that pelvis come upright. We roll up through the back, one vertebrae at a time, very tall, very long, and lengthened at the top. And once again, here we go. Breathing out, chin to chest. The shoulders come in, and we curl ourselves all the way down. Soften those knees, and just let gravity let you just take you down. There you go. And sit bones are reaching up towards the ceiling. Wonderful. And we uncurl, putting that pelvis upright, then the lower back. Again, as if you were walking up a wall with your spine. Tall, 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 tall. Beautiful. Now we're going to close our legs in. We're going to do the same exact thing in a parallel first position. So your toes are touching. You're feeling your inner thighs reach together, your knees reach together, long all the way through the center of your body and the top of your head. We're extending energy up there. Here we go. Same thing. Really use these abdominals to support yourself as you curve over. Chin comes down, shoulders round. We soften the knees. And we keep curving. Now at about this point, your pelvis is going to slowly reach up towards the ceiling, and you're supported by those abdominals. Beautiful. Here we go. Uncurl. Breathing up, breathing up, breathing up. Spine right on top of itself, top of the head. The last thing, long. Don't let the rib cage open. Yeah. And last time. Rolling down, curving, curving. You feel your entire spine articulating itself. The pelvis reaches towards the ceiling. Yes, and here we go, uncurl. One vertebrae at a time. The shoulders drop in towards the back. The shoulder blades are engaged, and we finish. Beautiful. Let's open back out to this parallel second position. Legs right underneath the hip bones. I'm going to reach outside. I'm going to continue to face this way so you can see the flat back. And your palms are going to face front. You're going to take the top of your head and your sit bones over in one piece, bending at a right angle, really trying to keep this lower back long and not curved. We reach up and over, keeping the rib cage in, the abdominals. Again, watch Lisa and David for modified version. Beautiful. See this length? We have two different oppositional pulls happening from the sit bones and the top of the head. From here, we bend our knees, curve our back, and just let those arms drop towards the floor. Feeling like the torso wants to lay on the top of the thighs. Beautiful. From here, inhale, reach those fingertips back out. Reach back out to the flat back. Make sure your abdominals are engaged up towards the spine and the rib cage is released. Dropped in, and we reach up to the top. Once more, here we go. And over. In this nice flat, lengthened, long lower back. And bend your knees, curve, and release down to the floor. Letting that torso get even closer to those thighs. Really nice bend in that knee. And now reach out with the fingertips. Bring your torso up to a right angle, flat back. And reaching out even further with your head, abdominals engaged. We come all the way up. And press the arms down. Okay, let's close our legs back into that parallel first position. This is the last exercise we're going to do. We're going to reach out and up. Palms are going to touch at the top. We're going to reach our arms down by our sides as we go over through that flat back position once again. Hands are going to come behind the calves. We're softening the knees, and we'll bring our torso as much as possible with just the right amount of tension, yes? Towards your knees. We put our shins, place your hands on top of your shins and look up. And breathe out, exhale, and again, hands on the calves. From here, our arms reach outside. We come up through that flat back, diving up, 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 palms to touch at the top. And press the arms down and bring the palms together in front of the rib cage. Here we go, 3 more times. This is called the sun breath. We reach out and up. Palms are touching. And opening the arms side, flat back. We're going through all the way down. Hands come on the calves, soften the knees. Bring that torso towards your knees. Palms on your shins and look up. Stomach is supporting, yes. We release. And arms come out. We dive upward, upward, through that flat back, all the way up. Palms are touching. And arms press down. And palms come together. Let's do this one last time. Reaching out. All the way up. Nice long length in both sides of the body. Diving out. And forward. Torso to the knees. Palms on the shins, we look up and release back down. And diving outward and upward. Arms are coming out. And palms touch. Exhale. Bring the palms together. And again, breathe out. Okay, we're going to open to a wider parallel second position, legs on a slight angle from the hip sockets. And we're going to lift the toes up and rotate ever so slightly so the toes are pointing on a diagonal. Hands on the hips in the crease, and we're going to plie down 4 counts, bending the knees, taking care to keep them in the same line as the toes. Here we go. Down, 1. And up slowly. And down. Feeling this nice crease, and up. Twice more. And descend. And coming up. Last time. And rise. Wonderful. Take this left arm up, and we're going to reach on the up diagonal, curving. Your other arm is on the hip. Here we go. Reaching up and to the diagonal. And now reaching up and center. Switching arms. Reaching up to the diagonal. And up and center. Twice more. One arm comes over to long sides. Lengthen. Your abdominals are lifting. Engaged and helping support your back. And up. Now, your other arm joins and you go over. And come back up. Notice that everything is facing front. I haven't curved over to the side. And reach out and up. Last time we go over to the side. Long diagonals and up, so there's no tension. This is still one long line. I haven't bent or crunched over to the side. And up. Pressing the arms down. Inhale and exhale. Good. Taking this arm up once more. We're going to reach over to the side in the same fashion, bending this leg, making sure it's going towards the direction of the toes, but not over. We're gonna lift up in the pelvis and pivot to the side, changing the entire direction of our body. This leg that's in the back is lengthening down towards the floor and the knee is dropped, pointing towards the floor. Here, hands are on the hips, and we're gonna feel this back heel just lengthen towards the floor gently. Inhale and exhale. Again, stomach is lifted, long neck, long head, and exhale. Okay, we're gonna gently bend this back knee at a right diagonal. We're gonna take a nice stretch in the quad. From here, we're gonna curve the pelvis underneath, and now release it to a straight position. Don't arch in the back. Again, curve. You can feel this long line right here. And release. Twice more. Here we go. Curving. Feel this nice roundness and release. Last time, curving. And release. And rise and straighten on both legs. And now descend and let that front knee bend slightly. So again, we don't want to go past the toes. We're not shifting forward. We're going to walk our hands down our legs, supported by the abdominals, rounding forward. Now again, please notice Lisa and Dave, they're doing the modified version. Yeah, if at first you want to keep your hands on the shins, please do so. I'm going to put my fingertips on the ground. I'm going to let my head go, and I'm going to relax over here. Inhaling and exhaling. Again, inhale and exhale. Now we're going to gradually straighten this front leg, not quite all the way, still a soft knee. Feeling a nice stretch, long lengthen in this front hamstring. And we breathe here, dropping the head. Inhale and exhale. Last time, inhale and exhale. Bending this front knee once again. We roll up, scooping the abdominals up towards the spine, rolling all the way up. Your arms are going to reach out towards the side. We're going to lift up and pivot to the front. Here we go, other side. Hand on the hip, reaching this arm up and bending this leg. Reaching up, and the entire side turns. So our pelvis is pointing to the side, leg is long, knee is pointing again towards the floor. Hands are on the hips. We elongate that heel towards the floor in the back. Don't press it down, just let it release into the floor. Nice. Inhale. And exhale. Great. Bending this back knee, once again, we're going to do our quad stretch 4 times. Here we go. Curving the pelvis front and releasing it to a straight upright position. And again, curve and release. Twice more. We go. Curve, abdominals are lifted and release. Torso, upper torso is elongated. Curve, we have a nice long spine and release. Good, and let's rise on both those legs. Inhale, now bend the front knee once again. Again, taking care not to go over the toes. We walk our hands down. You decide where you'd like to place your hands. And we breathe here. Inhale. And exhale, dropping the head. And once again, inhale. And exhale. Gradually lengthen that front leg out. Not quite all the way to straighten. We still have a soft knee. And we breathe here twice. Inhale. And exhale. Again, always listen to your body. It'll tell you where it wants to stop and where it needs to go. Stretch happens gradually. And on this inhale, we roll up using the abdominals towards the ceiling, towards the spine, reaching those arms out to the side to help support us. Lift and pivot. Beautiful. Now let's just gently walk the feet in together, and they come to a parallel first position. We have this center line. We're going to do a sun salutation, sun breath. We're going to breathe in. Palms are going to touch, and breathing out, coming to our flat position. Through our flat position, hands are coming to the calves, and torso comes towards the knees, still with soft knees. We put our palms on our shins, look up, inhale, and exhale. Now we're going to take even more of a bend in the knees. We're going to place our fingertips to palms on the floor. We're going to reach back with that right leg. We're going to reach back into a nice lunge position. Now, take a check and make sure that this knee is not going past the toes. And again, if you feel this is a little bit too much tension, bend your knee ever so slightly. You can still get a wonderful stretch right here. Great. Now, scoop the leg. We're going to scoop it in to join the other leg. We're going to reach out, airplane all the way up. Palms are going to touch, and we're going to press down to the side. Here we go, other side. Reaching up and out. And flat back forward, breathing out, exhaling. Bring that torso towards the shins. There we go. Palms on the front of the legs to look up and lift. And now, exhale once again. Take a deeper bend in the knees. Place those fingertips or palms on the floor and step back with that left leg in a nice lunge. And inhale here. And exhale. Again, check. Inhale. And exhale. Ooh, really rotate those shoulders down so they're in. We do one last inhale. And exhale. And we're going to scoop that leg up using the abdominals. And we go. Scoop. Those legs are together. We reach out towards the sides. Flat back all the way up. Palms are going to touch, reaching up long sides of the body. And press down. Here we go. One last time. We reach out and up. Inhaling and exhaling. Bringing the torso towards the shins. And here we go to look up. Inhale, long in the back. Beautiful. And exhale. Take a deeper bend. Palms are going to come to the floor. We step back with that right leg. Now, this time, our left leg is going to join. Here we go. So we're in much like a push-up position. We're going to call this the plank position, yeah? You're going to slowly drop your knees towards the floor. Your head is going to duck, and you're going to scoop, and chest is going to come to the floor. We're going to adjust and bring your fingertips slightly forward, and we're going to reach out with the top of our head to a cobra, pointing our toes. So we have opposition between our head reaching this way and our toes reaching towards the back wall. And relax. Now, putting the weight in your hands, you're going to press yourself up, back onto your knees. This is the cat pose. And from here, just gently shift back and bring your pelvic bones towards your heel. Let your head hang forward and rest. And we'll stay here on an inhale and an exhale. And exhale. And once again, inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Now, walking your hands in, come up and just shift off to one hip. And we're going to take a hold of our elastic band. Remember, if you don't have one, you can use a towel. This is a wonderful tool. So, sitting with our feet straight in front of us. Yep, we're going to be up on our sit bones here. Take a hold of our band on either side. Now you get to decide how much tension and resistance you would like to have. Bend your knees slightly and hook this around on your instep. You don't want to put it on the ball of your foot because you don't want it to slide up. So here we go. We're elongating our legs ever so slightly, and we're reaching to sit up high on the sit bones. Beautiful. Now we're going to curve our lower back, and now using the band, straighten it, keeping those shoulders down. So all the work is happening in the lower back. And once again, we curve, and now we straighten. Now when you come straight, check your posture. Make sure that you haven't opened up your chest, yeah? So very elongated. The abdominals are lifting. Once again, here we go, curving. Pelvis is tucking under, and you're releasing away from your body. Now, pelvis is coming upright, trying to sit on top of those sit bones, really using this to bring yourself forward. One last time, here we go. Curving and release. And bring yourself upright. Everything is coming up together. You feel very long, very tall. Beautiful. Now, bring your torso forward and release the band, placing it on the side for later. We're going to bend this right leg in. The outside hand is going to wrap around the ankle. This other leg is going to wrap around the shin. We're going to do the same thing in this position, using your leg as a base. We come up and we release. Really feeling like someone is taking a long line and painting up the back of your spine, really articulating so your pelvis shifts forward and release. And one last time, abdominals are engaged and we come up and release. Okay, let's come up on those sit bones one more time. And from this nice long posture, let your leg gently fall open. Beautiful. Let's take a hold of our band. We're going to reach up towards the ceiling. Again, we want to make sure that this doesn't happen. Yes, one long line. We haven't arched into our back. Reach up. We're going to reach forward, up and forward, past our foot, and the band comes to our instep. And we stay here and breathe. In and out. And now reach out and inhale and come all the way up. Beautiful. Here we go. Twice more. Reaching up. Really reaching, going beyond yourself. And forward. And the band is in your instep. You can bend your elbows and feel the resistance here. Long back of the leg. Great. And reaching out and inhale up. And last time. Here we go. Reaching up towards the sky. Coming forward. All the work is happening in your pelvis and the back of your leg. Yes? And we inhale and exhale. And last time, inhale, reach out, reach up long and tall. Let go one side of the band and bring it to the side. There we go. This leg comes forward and we're gonna bring the other knee in. Now you wanna place it somewhere between your calf muscle and your knee. The outside arm is the one that comes around your ankle. This inside is on the top of your shin, not on your kneecap. And we come up, straightening long in the back, and we release and curve. And again, we come up, using this leg, pulling it towards you, and release. And the elbows are up high, yeah? We're not slumping, we're curving in the back. And one last time, coming up, and release. Again, come up, long lengthen back, and let this leg fall open. Taking our band, we reach up towards the ceiling. And coming forward, long back, as straight, flat as you can for as long as you can. And we have it on the instep, and we breathe here, resisting, resisting. Make sure those shoulders are down, yes? Inhale. And exhale, and inhale, reach out to come up, 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 up. Your pelvic bones are into the floor, grounded. Reach up to go over, long. Beautiful, and inhale here, and exhale, and inhale, reach out to come up, all the way further. Beautiful. Last time, up and forward. And inhale. And exhale. Inhale to come up. And let go one side and place the band down next to you. Gorgeous. Now we're going to bring the soles of the feet together. Now you can again adjust where you would like to place it. Yes, if this feels like it's too close, please just let it come out a little bit further. We're going to do a similar movement, elongating the lower back. Sitting up tall, back and forth, and take a moment to find those sit bones we keep talking about. Good. Now, up long in the body. We're gonna take a curve in the lower back, feeling like someone kind of tapped you here and you're gonna curve. So we're not gonna drop down. We're gonna keep this same height. Curving back, here we go. Now we're gonna take this entire curve and just tip it forward towards your feet. Beautiful. Now from here, long elongation. Again, someone's drawing. You're gonna feel your sit bone reach out on the diagonal, all the way up your lower back, up through your upper torso, and your head is long, and you're using these arms as resistance, and now you sit up straight and long. Bet you felt that was even longer. Nice long back. Here we go. Curve again. And coming forward. And now releasing from the bottom of the spine from those sit bones. All the way out, all the way out. Nice long back, flat back, as we have done already several times. Now, take that and sit up even further, even taller. One last time. Here we go. Curving over, dropping the chin. And we take it all the way over. Beautiful. Now, elongate that back from the bottom of the sit bone and coming up to a nice long, tall, high diagonal. And sit up to finish. Wonderful. Stretch this right leg in front of you, and you're gonna open it up to the side. You're gonna flex those toes back towards you. Now we're gonna place our fingertips slightly off our shoulder towards the back. And you're gonna bend your elbow. Now you wanna make sure you can rotate your shoulder up for a second and then really rotate it back down in the back, as we had done in the first segment. Yeah, and we're gonna hold on to this position. So we're not gonna lean against it. We're gonna keep our shoulder down. We're gonna reach out to the side, come all the way around, scanning the entire horizon, and we're gonna reach past our toes. Now, if you feel that you wanna go ahead, and this is comfortable to you, to clasp around your foot, please do so, but don't pull on your toes, yes? And we'll breathe here. Inhale, and exhale. And again, inhale, and exhale. Now, reach out, reach all the way back around the horizon, seeing everything past your fingertips. And once again, we're gonna reach out and come around, come around, come around, and over the fingertips, we breathe. Inhale, and exhale. Now take a moment to check and see that both of your sit bones are on the floor, yeah? Inhale. So we're not tipping forward. We're still very grounded here in the pelvis. Exhale, and reach out to open up. And we'll do this one more time. Here we go. And reaching out, coming all the way around. Nice, long, tall spine. We reach towards the toes and over. And inhale, and exhale. And last time, inhale, and exhale to open up in front, all the way around, and place the arm down to the side. Our transition, we bring our leg front, bend this leg in, and extend the other leg, and open it on the slight diagonal. Find those sit bones. Here we go, other side. Placing the fingertips down, elbow bent, and shoulder down. Nice and long and tall spine. Here we go, reaching out. Coming all the way around. Look at everything over those fingertips. And reach past those toes. And we inhale. And we exhale. And once again, inhale. And exhale, reaching out, coming all the way around. One long continuous movement. And here we go, out and around and around. Feel how long and graceful you feel, yeah? And to the toes. Inhale, and exhale. And one more, inhale, and exhale. And reaching out and across, across, across. Last time, here we go. And out to come over, and your back is spiraling along itself. And we reach, really reach past those toes. And inhale, and exhale, and inhale, and Exhale, and arm comes out and reaches around. And we place it down by our side. Bring this leg front. This other leg is gonna join it. And we're gonna bring them over, coming onto one hip, tucking the legs under. We're gonna come to our cat pose, yeah? So we have our weight on our hands. We're not leaning on our knees. From here, stretch back into that nice long plank position. And scooping under with the pelvis, we're gonna scoop the right leg in first. Here we go. In, reaching it towards the middle in between those hands. And we scoop the other leg in. And here we're gonna breathe out, recovering our sun breath out and up in the flat back. And breathing all the way up, palms to touch and reach. We're going to begin with 2 sun breaths. Here we go, reaching the arms out and up, long palms to touch. And out with the top of the head and that flat back that we've been working on. Soft knees, torso comes to the shins. Palms on top of the shins, looking up. Inhaling and exhale, bring the torso down once again. Reaching the arms out to the side, we come up in the long shape again, all the way to the top. Palms to touch and arms down. 2 palms in front of you, in front of the rib cage. And again, one last time, reaching out and up. Long sides of the body, palms touch. Head and torso coming forward, long flat position, really feel that. And bring the torso towards your knees and your shins. Palms on the shins, we look up. Inhale and exhale, back to the legs. And reaching out to come up. Forward, forward. You can feel your weight shifting slightly, that's fine. Palms together, pressing down, and again, palms together in front of the rib cage. Moving on to sun salutations. We reach out and up, same sequence here. Exhaling forward and to the legs, soft knees. Palms on the shins, looking up. And coming back down towards the torso. Take a slightly bigger bend in the knees. Place the palms down. We're gonna step back with your right leg. Then we're gonna step back with your left leg to the plank position. Coming down with the knees, the chest comes down and scoops forward, letting the hands slide forward a bit to a cobra, nice and long. Top of the head is out, toes are extending towards the back. We come down, placing our weight back on our hands. We're shifting up, making a V. Feel that our sit bones are reaching up on a back diagonal. Long in the legs and long, we feel flat back. And you go ahead and take a look at your fingertips. Beautiful. We're gonna scoop our pelvis under and bring that right leg back in. And bring that left leg back in. Soft knees. And we reach out through that flat back all the way up. Palms reaching to the sky together. Exhale and come together. One last time, other leg, reaching out and up. Nice long exhale, coming all the way front. Palms on the shins, looking up and coming back down. Slightly bigger bend in the knees, palms flat on the floor, step back with the left leg, step back with the right leg, plank position. Having the knees come down, our weight is in our hands, we scoop and chest comes on the floor, let those hands slide forward a bit and elongating 2 oppositional forces, the top of the head and the toes reaching back, cobra, beautiful. Coming back down, we're gonna press up to our downward dog, tucking the toes. We make a V position with our body, sit bones reaching up towards the ceiling, and we're looking at our hands. Great, scooping up underneath the pelvis, we step in the left leg, we step in the right leg, soft knees, reaching out with the arms, front with the top of the head all the way up. And press the arms down to the rib cage. And last time, here we go. And arms out, come down. Exhaling, bring that torso towards the legs. And we look up and coming back down. Bending those knees, placing the palms on the floor. Right leg goes back, left leg goes back. Plank position, knees come down, and we duck the chin and scoop under like you're going under a fence. And we reach out, shifting those hands to a long cobra. Nice circular position, yes? And coming back down. Now, this time, we're gonna press up, and instead of going to a downward dog, we're gonna come, taking the weight on the hands, to the cat pose. So shifting to the cat pose, here we go. Nice curve all the way in the spine, as much as you possibly can. Now, coming through that neutral, flat, long position in the spine, we're gonna let everything go. We're feeling the lower back arch, and we breathe out. The head comes up in a long position. Again, you don't want to crunch in the head. It's nice and elongated in the back of the neck. We come back to this neutral position again, and once again, here we go, curving all the way up, scooping your abdominals up towards the ceiling as much as you can, and lengthening out long. And now we let the pelvis release, coming forward, dipping towards the floor. Really let it tip. The back is arching, and we're looking up long. We come back to this neutral position, and we'll just shift back into the child's pose and relax. And take a nice deep breath in and let it out. And walk your hands in. And we're gonna shift to our side. And we're gonna bring our right leg forward. We're gonna invert our left knee. So I'm making a diamond shape or a square shape with my legs. My toe is touching my knee. You're gonna place your hands slightly behind your shoulders, again in the same position so we don't engage our shoulders. It's really from underneath here. And we're gonna work on lengthening the hip here, nice long stretch. We just gently roll the hip forward, feeling this elongate, nice long line. And we exhale, and just let it come back to a neutral position. You don't have to press it into the floor. Twice more. Roll it forward, roll it forward, roll it forward. Wonderful. And now let it relax. And last time, here we go. Rolling it all the way forward. And let it release. Great. Bring the knees together, and we'll switch to the other side. Again, placing the arms just behind the shoulder blades, so you're leaning ever so slightly back. Pelvis comes up, rolling forward, and coming down twice more, and rolling up. Make sure that you aren't engaging your shoulders. Yeah, really press them down. So you're holding from underneath your shoulder blades. Good. Last time. And rolling up, and coming down. Beautiful. Now we're going to come onto our sides. So you just extend your body out. Front palm is going to come down onto the floor. The other arm is just going to gently reach out. So we're all the way on our sides. And take a moment to look and make sure that your pelvis isn't shifted either front or back. We want both the bones to be right on top of each other. From here, using this nice long muscle in the back, we're going to reach up, pressing our weight into this front hand. Here we go. And reaching up, head is curving. We're making a nice long curve. It's not a pinching or crunching motion. And we release down, sliding that hand back out. And once again, reaching up, and up, and release on down. This is the third time. We come up, top of the head's reaching towards the ceiling, and this time as you bend your knees, reach all the way up, let this hand come into sitting. Great, other side, here we go. Switching, just swing your legs around and slide on out. Again, check your position, make sure that your pelvis is on top of itself so we're not rocking back, and really use this as a support base. Here we go, other side. Coming up, nice curve. Nice curve in the body, beautiful. And down, twice more. We reach up, so we're always reaching, it's never stopping. And exhale, sliding out. Last time is gonna come all the way up. Here we go. Reaching up and up, all the way up, sliding that hand in. Fabulous. Okay, turn, put the soles of your feet on the mat, your hip width apart. We're gonna just roll yourself down, just gently, into a nice comfortable position. You're gonna bring your right knee in towards your chest. Just let it float up. You clasp your hands around your shin. You don't wanna go on top of your kneecap. Definitely around your shin. And just feel this crease in the front of your hip. Now, we don't wanna let our coccyx bone come off the floor, so we're not trying to curve and take our lower back off the floor. We're still very connected. Our pelvis and our sit bone is very connected to the floor. We'll flex that foot that's on the floor, and we slide this leg all the way down and out, holding onto this knee in opposition and feeling a nice elongation in the front of the hip. And breathe here, and exhale. And once again, pointing through the foot, we inhale, and exhale. Release that leg, bend it in. Let the knee come down, and we'll switch legs. First, we let the knee float up, placing the hands on top of the shins. We'll flex that foot that's on the floor and slide it all the way down. So you feel the energy coming all the way out through your heel. And we breathe here. Nice inhale. And exhale. And point through the foot. And inhale. And exhale. Great. Let this leg bend in, the long leg. Place the other knee down. And now go ahead and pick up your band. We're gonna use it for the next exercise. You're gonna let your right knee float towards your body, your torso, once again. And this time we have two different versions. We have the basic version, which Lisa and Dave will do, and then we have the advanced version. So the first time, try the basic version, and as you build up, please go on ahead with the advanced. You're gonna flex your foot and just roll your body up gently. Place your band either on the instep or behind your thigh. And we're gonna push out against it towards the up diagonal. Here we go. Resisting, we have the arms, and again, we're still engaged underneath the shoulders. We push away with the foot, and let the foot come in, and every time, our thigh is gonna come ever so slightly closer to our torso. Once again, we press away, press away, press away, and letting the thigh come in towards the torso. Ever so slightly with our band, and you're not gonna go to quite straight. You still have a soft knee. Just feel a nice long stretch here, and breathe. Inhale, and exhale. One more inhale. And on the exhale, let the knee bend all the way down. Slide the band out, and we'll go to the other leg. Place the foot on the floor. Let the other knee float on up towards your torso. Roll yourself up and place the band around your foot or your thigh. Here we go, ready to press. Pressing out. And thigh comes towards the chest. Once again, pressing out. Make sure those sit bones and that coccyx bone is on the floor so we haven't rolled up. Let it bend in. Yeah, we're still very connected all the way through the length of our spine. Pressing out. And letting it come in, and just feel that crease happen in the front of the hip. Great, now slowly extend gradually towards the ceiling. We have stretch in our calf muscle, our hamstring, and our hip. Still soft knee. Inhale, exhale, and let that knee bend all the way in. Slip the band out, you can just put it on the side, and let that knee come down. Now, again, Lisa and Dave will be doing the modification. Bring one knee towards your chest. And for those of us doing the advanced version, please bring the other knee up. And we're gonna elongate our legs towards the ceiling and flex the foot.
From here, hip width apart, we're gonna rotate our legs, bringing our heels together. Knees are in line with the toes. We're gonna reach up towards the ceiling, keeping this whole back connected to the floor. You can see I'm at a perpendicular angle, a right angle. We're gonna point through the feet. We rotate parallel. Great, and bend the knees and flex the feet. We're hip width apart. We rotate, bring those heels together. You can feel the back of your legs working right here. As we stretch, try to keep those heels together for as long as you can. And point through the feet. And rotate, flex and bend twice more. We bring the heels together. Stretch all the way up, keeping that connected. We have two points. We point through the feet. And rotate parallel. Last time, flex and bend, breathing. Exhale and rotate. Reach those heels up, flexed all the way towards the ceiling. Point those toes. And rotate parallel. Bend the knees both into your chest and just wrap your hands around your knees and just breathe here. Nice long inhale in. And exhale out. And inhale in. Excellent work. Exhale out. Gently place your feet on the floor one at a time, one knee and one knee. And again, we're hip width apart, so our knees are not touching. Feet are parallel. I'm gonna just take a nice gentle roll in the pelvis. We tuck the pelvis under, still tailbone is on the floor, and we release. Once more, tucking the pelvis under, and we release. Now we're gonna tuck the pelvis and press it up towards the ceiling. Here we go, curling the pelvis under, pressing it all the way up to the ceiling. Now rolling through the back from the top of the torso down to the coccyx bone. It's a reverse curl, and we release. One more time, we curl the pelvis under, we press it up, up, up. Now, from the top of the torso, we uncurl slowly all the way down through the coccyx bone, one vertebrae at a time, downwards. Wonderful. Let the knees fall to one side and your chest falls to that side. And with your arms, just sit yourself, come to a sitting upright position. Beautiful. We can shift back. We're gonna straighten our legs forward and just lightly flex our feet. And we're gonna open to a straddle position. So we're making a V with our legs. You don't have to open it to a very wide position. And take a hold of our band. Bending our right leg. We reach over and place it again on our instep. And from here, we're gonna extend slowly, again, not locking, just placing our leg out, lengthening it out. Both of my sit bones are still on the floor, so we don't wanna release to one side. So from here, we're gonna elongate our neck and head, and the top of our head is gonna reach towards this foot as we breathe, using the band as resistance. And we breathe in, so it's an active stretch. We're not collapsing into our leg. We're really stretching, lengthening the head and the back. And exhale. And last time, inhale. And exhale. And inhale and reach up. And just place this band to one side and walk the hands in. And we'll go to the other side. Here we go. Bending the leg, placing the band on the instep, and slowly lengthening the leg as far as it feels comfortable for you to go. And we inhale, top of the head reaching towards the toes. Exhale. And again, inhale. Both sit bones are on the floor. Exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And lift the band off, placing it in the back hand and walk your hands in slowly. Wonderful. Let's cross our legs just gently. Great. Now we're going to take the band in hand again in a very wide, so almost towards the ends. You just want to have a bit of the band out. We're going to reach up
Very solid in the stomach and also very solid. We don't want to release in the rib cage as we do this. We're in one line, sitting on top of our sit bones. We reach out and we're going to open, pull on the band and reach on a diagonal towards the back. Ever so slightly, right to here. We're opening the front of our chest and now we reverse and come to the front. Releasing the tension and coming down. Once more, here we go. Reaching up and forward. We open the band, stretching, pulling against it, coming down to a diagonal in the back, and up, and forward. Okay, changing the placement of our hands. Palms are gonna be up. We're gonna bring in just a little bit more so it's not quite as wide as what we just did. Elbows are in towards the torso, and we're gonna reach our hands to the side, opening up, and coming together. Twice more, opening up and coming together and open up. Last time. Great, and come together. Place the band onto the mat and just gently we're gonna walk forward 2 breaths. On each exhale, just take your torso a little bit forward, keeping those the sit bones on the floor. Inhale and exhale and walk forward. And inhale and exhale and walk forward and stay here for 1 inhale and 1 exhale. Now with the stomach going towards the spine, roll the whole body up slowly, vertebrae each on top of each other to the longest length your spine has had, and we finish here. Great work.